Need some gas to make a video, but I'm running late, so I can't top it up. What's up, guys? Paramoto at you with another video. Welcome back to the Learn to Be a YouTuber series. I will be your host, Paramoto. Last video we talked about basically having a personality and not being a wet blanket, developing a niche. I want to go over what equipment you're going to need to start YouTubing today. You've decided that you wanted to be a YouTuber. You've decided that, hey, I have a personality and people might want to watch me. You've settled on a niche. You're going to make videos on a DUCATI Panigale 959, a DUCATI V4, something cool. Now it's time to start assembling gear to make YouTube videos. Yeah, finally, we're doing it. The essential gear that you're going to need to actually start making YouTube videos is obviously a camera, obviously a microphone. You're probably going to get mounting devices with your camera if you buy a GoPro or something like that. You're going to need a computer to edit videos on. Some people will have success editing videos on their phone. It might be a route that you take for the beginning, but it's not going to work out for you in the long run. Personally, the camera that I use, the camera that I stick with, is the GoPro Hero 6 Black. GoPro Hero 6 Black will shoot all the way to 4K. I shoot in 1080 at 60 frames a second. And the reason why I shoot at 1080p at 60 frames a second is because it's basically the standard for motovloggers. Like, I know people that shoot videos and do fancier stuff, you know, those shoot in 4K, but to be honest with you, it's a hassle to shoot in 4K. You need a really good internet connection, you need a really good computer and a device, and it's easier to shoot in 1080 at 60, and it's basically a high enough resolution. It feels like real life. Honestly, the videos that I shoot look exactly like this ride out here today. It's what you need. You need a camera capable of shooting at 1080p at 60 frames a second. That is going to be the base. I suggest the GoPro Hero 6 because it's what I really have personal experience with, but any camera that can shoot at 1080 at 60 frames a second will do you very well. There are other action cameras out there. Personally, I can't speak to them. I don't know anything about them, so I'm not gonna suggest that you go out and buy them. Personally, I like the GoPros because you know what you're getting with GoPro. You know, it's almost like getting an Apple product. You know what you're getting. They might be a little overpriced, and they might be chintzy when it comes down to, you know, constantly nickel and diming you for accessories, but at the same point, you know what you're getting. A GoPro's gonna work. Really don't have any failures with my GoPro, and I've been shooting now for about 14 months. I've shot, you know, probably getting closer to 200 videos than I am to 150 at this point. You know, I've shot a lot with this thing. I've really had minimal issues with it. You got your camera, now you need a microphone. People need to hear you talk. You're yelling at traffic and y'all can't turn. I use a no-name lavalier lapel microphone that I got off of Amazon when I started. I got like 3 for like 10 bucks. They were suggested to me by Do It With Dan, and you know, via one of his videos, not by personal conversation. I'm not that cool to be able to be friends with Do It With Dan. I use a no-name lapel mic and it gets the job done. I mean, it does a good job and it doesn't cost me any money whatsoever. And once I actually figured out the spot where I was going to put it, I've never had to change it, move it, fuck around with it. It just works, and it does a good job. And the next time I need another microphone, I will be stepping up to the microphone that Chase on 2 Wheels uses, and that's called the Purple Panda. I'll go ahead and throw some links down below to the GoPro, the no-name Amazon lapel microphone, and the Purple Panda. When I put out this video, it'll be down below for you guys. Audio is one of the things with the GoPro that's kind of shitty. You have to actually buy like a $50 attachment to get audio on your GoPro, which sucks, to be honest with you. But GoPro likes the nickel and dime. You're gonna need batteries, you're gonna need an SD card, and you're gonna need a microphone adapter to be able to record external microphones. It's stupid, it's a money grab, but you know what? It is what it is. You're just gonna have to deal with it. You got your camera set up, you got your mic set up, you got your adapters. Now you just need to mount the camera on your helmet somewhere. I've seen a lot of different mounts. Basically, you can do it any way you want. The way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to take the camera and I'm going to put it on the nose of a variant helmet, and I'm going to put it in a manner where it looks more like down, like you're the rider, versus kind of like the passenger, which is kind of like how I have it set up here. I know some people that use moldable glue to get the mount to actually stick onto their helmet, and that's what I'm going to use for my next mounting job. When you mount a camera on a helmet, simplicity is key. I used to do a lot of fancy shit with the mount, but it never worked. All sorts of shit all over this helmet now. I got, GoPro mounts and Velcro attached everywhere. I used to use gaffing tape every single time I went out. Honestly, I don't do that anymore at all. I have a very simple setup. I have my GoPro mounted on the helmet with a GoPro mount. I have the adapter plugged in, looped around, and Velcro to my GoPro itself, so it never goes anywhere. And then I have the mic wrapped around the base of my helmet. It's just really just making things work for each individual need. It's not the hardest thing in the world, but it does take some trial and error. As long as you have a GoPro, official GoPro mic adapter, and a decent mic, you probably won't have any problem. Alright, so you got your camera, you got your mic, you got it mounted, you're ready to go. When you go out and you shoot your first video, do yourself a solid. Plan out what you're going to talk about, unless you're just going to go wing it and do a vlog style, where it's just that whatever happens just goes. Plan things out. Plan out your talking points. It'll make editing later super easy. If you're like, I'm going to make this point, elaborate, this point, elaborate, that point, elaborate, video done, you're going to be good to go. You're probably going to basically cut your editing time in half. And honestly, time is money when it comes down to this. Every time it takes you forever to edit video, that's time that you could be out doing something else. Plan your edits in advance is a big thing. It's a huge thing that I really can't stress enough. Plan your edits in advance, that way you're not dying on editing every single day. You're gonna need something to edit on. I have touched on this just a little bit. Right now, I was editing on a 2011 MacBook Pro, base model dual-core processor. It will run iMovie for you. And iMovie is a very intuitive system, but it's very simple, and I feel like I've basically outgrown it at this point. It will be a good start, so if you need a computer, go get yourself a base model Mac. If you just want to start and do simple edits, it will work for you. It will absolutely work for you. Recently, I actually upgraded, and I'm still running iMovie, and I'm editing on iMovie, but I'm probably going to end up going to Final Cut Pro eventually. And the reason why is just to have a little bit more professionalism, be able to bring a little bit more flair to the channel. And that's something to think about later on. Your editing program might leave you wanting eventually. You might outgrow it, as I have with iMovie. On the topic of editing and post-production stuff, I will touch on your edit. Oh my god, 100% when you edit a video, do your viewers a huge favor. And please do not leave huge long periods of dead space. Please don't do it. It's boring. Imagine watching a video and all you hear is there's no talking and nothing's happening, and it's just like, wow, so amazing and cool. I'm gonna make sure to subscribe to this channel for this motovlogger, this YouTuber that doesn't talk at all. It's fucking boring. It goes back to having a personality and trying your best. Like, don't do it. Edit that shit out. If there isn't talking or something interesting happening, you're not doing a hard pull, you're not making a point, edit it out. I have videos where you're sitting at a fucking red light for 5 fucking minutes and nothing's happening. Last thing I want to touch on is whether you should shoot in 4K. So guys, I have tried to shoot in 4K. It did not work at all. My computer that I was using, the 2011 MacBook Pro, did not like editing 4K video at all. It would be real fucking choppy. It's almost not worth the extra effort. It's going to take a really long time to edit because your computer's probably going to slow down if you're using an older computer. It's going to take a really long time to upload, and it's going to slow you down quite a bit. So typically, I would say if you're starting out, get a camera capable of 4K, but just shoot in 1080. 1080 is perfectly appropriate. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Thank you for watching part 2 of the series. There should have been a card up. I'll throw a link down below for the rest of the series of Learn How to Be a YouTuber. The next video, we're going to get into the details of editing. We're going to get into thumbnails. How to get noticed is the next video. So hang tight. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, throw me a comment what you want to see. I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.